Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, one second. Raji, ma'am, live start actually.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rajalakshmi, Assistant Professor from the Department of ECE. It is my pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker for our generic series, Mrs. Bharatha Sreeja. Mrs. Bharatha Sreeja is a research and AI ML professional with over 13 years of experience in the field of data science, machine learning, deep learning, and academic research. She is currently pursuing her PhD at Anna University in the area of AI based medical image processing, focusing on the application of artificial intelligence techniques for advanced medical image analysis. She has also completed a postgraduate program in data science and business analytics from Great Lakes Institute of Management in collaboration with the University of Texas at Austin. She obtained her ME in Communication Systems and BE in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Anna University. Her research and professional interests include machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, image processing, signal processing, pattern recognition, and predictive modeling. She possesses strong technical expertise in tools and frameworks such as Python, C, MATLAB, TensorFlow, PyTorch, Keras, Scikit, Learn, and OpenCV, enabling the development of intelligent and data driven solutions. Currently, she is working as an AI ML engineer at YsecIT Software India Private Limited, Bangalore. She had made notable academic contributions with over 40 international journal publications, 20 conference presentations, and 3 published books. She has received several recognitions, including the prestigious Rashtrapati Award presented by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, along with multiple Best Presentation Awards for her research work. With her strong background in research, academia, and industry oriented AI application, Mrs. Bharatha Sreejam continues to inspire students and professionals through her work in emerging technologies. We are truly honored to have her with us. I am confident that her session will be insightful and enriching. Let us extend a warm welcome to Mrs. Bharatha Sreeja. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all. Hand over the session to the guest speaker.
Shall I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Take the first step to learn today, and you will lead the future tomorrow. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live session. Today, let's see about AI skills for the next generation of innovators. So, today's agenda is what is AI? What are the types of AI? What are the different models available? I'll give a small demo how to use the model to real life. Next, we will see about machine learning, deep learning. What is mean by AI agent? What are the projects can be done by students and what are the society projects and how AI is today and AI future and how you are using AI in your everyday life. So first section is about artificial intelligence. Can a machine think? Absolutely. AI can make the machine or computers can think, learn, make decisions how human is making decisions. It can analyze data, it can identify the patterns, it can perform different tasks, but it requires human intelligence. It helps to automate complex tasks, it can analyze large amount of data, it can make decisions quickly. Most of the industries nowadays started to use AI, which can improve the efficiency. Also, in medical line, also this AI is performing a greatest role. So simply, when we say about AI, I'll say a small example. Initially, a baby does not know what is dog, what is cat. We parents, we are repeatedly saying, this is dog, this is cat. Similarly, the AI learns patterns from data. So AI is teaching machines to perform tasks that normally need human intelligence. So it can think, it can learn, it can do reasoning, it can also do problem solving. How it is working? We are using different algorithms to make the machine to think. It can learn the patterns and it can make the predictions how the child is learning from the experience. In real life example, when we want to go particular place, we are using Google Map, and sometimes when you are watching YouTube videos, it is recommending some similar videos, which is your favorite video. It is repeatedly coming because AI studies your behavior, your pattern. It is predicting what might you will like next, right? Similarly, when you are using smartphone, you want to unlock your mobile. At that time, you are using face recognition, right? So it learns your face using AI. And the next example, when you are typing something in Google, for example, why sky is looking blue? When you are typing like sky is looking, if you are typing after this, it is showing like blue and what are the possible options. So it is reading your mind, right? So it is it is due to the artificial intelligence. It is recognizing all the patterns, right? There are three types of AI. Now we are in narrow AI. So narrow AI means it can do only one task, specific task it can do. It cannot do multiple tasks. So example, chess engine. So chess engine, it can perform only chess game, right? It cannot do any other Ludo game, something it cannot perform. So that is narrow AI. Next, general AI. So general AI, almost it is completed, still some updation is there. So general AI means, for example, I will say a small example, right? Now, consider a smart chef. He is making some Italian dishes, right? So the smart chef can do a fantastic Italian dish. He can do only the Italian dish at the same time. That is AI, okay? So at the same time, Gen AI, it is like a human chef. The human chef, what he can do today, he is preparing Italian dish. For tomorrow, he can bake some um, some bakery item, something he can prepare. For next week, he can learn coding and so that he can do different tasks by the same person. That is artificial general intelligence, right? Next one is super AI. So super AI is the future. So it can surpass the human intelligence in all the areas in terms of creativity, problem solving, emotional intelligence, and wisdom. So narrow AI can do, in technical we can see, it can do either search operation, otherwise it can do some chat. From it will store the data, it can pick from the data and it can respond like chatbot, right? Next is vision. Next, healthcare, like disease diagnosis, something. Only it can diagnose particular disease. Okay. Next, it can perform some coding. Either it may be a HTML code or React code or JavaScript code or Java, anything. So, particular task can be done. Next is generative AI. Already I have told that this AI, it can create, it can do multiple tasking and it can create new contents. It can create text, it can create images, music, videos, codes, whatever we want. So it can perform all the things. Popular Gen AI tools, as we all know that we started to use ChatGPT. Additionally, Claude AI, that is also performing well for code generation. Next is Midjourney. DALI. DALI is the best AI for image generation. And for music generations, or audio we can use. Then Zora or Runaway for video generation. And the fantastic AI, that is GitHub Copilot. All the software developers started to use that. It is a code assistant. What it can do, when we are running the code, it is integrated with the tool. And if there is any error, it can debug it. It can correct the error, and it is simplifying the task of developers. How Gen AI works? So all the models are developed by training with billions of data. For example, when you are taking the chat GPT, it is trained with lots of documents, billions of pages, images, audio. How our neuron is trained? Day by day, we are learning lots of things in real life. Each and every neuron, our brain is tuned. Same like that, the model is tuned with millions of documents and patterns. So it learns the patterns, what will come after that, and what should be the output for this, everything it can learn from the pattern. So to make the model to be intelligent and how we are getting the output, we are giving prompt as the input. Prompt means we are asking, what is linear machine learning? We are asking, that is called as prompt. So this prompt will be given to the model. It is learning the prompt. It is learning the context in the input. Based on that, it is giving response. And it generates output. So generative AI, it can create multiple things. Documentation, audio or video, coding generation, everything can perform by Gen AI. So we are thinking AI is the future. Now we are in the baby step stage. We don't know that initially in 1950 itself the AI is generated, AI is introduced, and in 1990 the first AI announced is chess AI. In 2010 deep learning models introduced. Then lots of papers also there using deep learning models. Next in 2022 after that ChatGPT was announced. Then in future 2030 Gen AI and Super AI is going to released. So AI is using lots of models. The models we can also use for our project. What is the objective of the project? What are the models we can use? You should analyze and you can integrate for your project. So there are different models available. There are free models available, paid models also available. So some free models I have mentioned here, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot. So when you are using ChatGPT, it will show some message limit. When you are pasting some code, it will show like the tokens, sorry, not token size. It will say like some message limit is reached, like that it will say. So it is due to the reaching of tokens. So what is mean by token? So if you are asking, can you tell the structure of CNN? If you are asking, it will consider the input prompt as a token. So token means it is the smallest piece of text that the AI models, it can read and it can process. So it is used to build the text. And we will say like the technical word context. Context means the information that model which uses. So we may say that the context window is approximately 8,000 tokens. Okay, we may say like 8,000 tokens. So it means the model can remember 8,000 tokens of information. So total token will be input token plus output token. So input is our input prompt. We are asking to give the structure of deep learning. That is the input token. And output token is the response, how the model is giving output. That is called as total token. So this token size should be less than or equal to context window. Total length should be less than or equal to the context window. For example, when you are using ChatGPT, it is using the model GPT-4o. So it is having the context window size of 128K tokens. So ChatGPT internally, it is tracking the tokens. So when the token size is reached, it is showing the message like your limit is reached. Understand? So after that, it will be asking like you can go with a pay version. So when you are using free version, it is using GPT 3.5 model and 4 mini models. And if you want to use paid models, it is using plus GPT 4o plus models. And Gemini, Google Gemini is a free model. And Anthropic model, the best model is Claude 3.5 Sonnet Pro. Okay, and Microsoft Copilot, it is also a free model. Similarly, here Google introduced the model Gemini. Ultra model is the paid version, and Llama 3 model. This is also is a free model. We can use using Llama or Hugging Face platforms, and Mixtral and Hugging Face models. You can use. You can download the model from this website. Just type in Google as Hugging Face models, and you find which model is suitable for your project. Research about that, and you can download the model and you can use the model. You can get around 70% accuracy without tuning. Based on the accuracy need, you can fine tune the model. Okay, and these are the remaining models: GitHub Copilot for coding generation, code debugging, and Perplexity for all kind of research related work, for finding some ideas. Everything you can use Perplexity for. These are the open source AI models. See what is the use of that, everything I have mentioned, whether it is a LLM model, what is the use of the model. See, if I want to speak and it should be converted into text, for that I can use Whisper model. At the same time, I am having text input, I want to convert it into speech. At that time, you can use Bulbul model. Okay, you can refer in Google Bulbul V3. So lots of models available for your interest. You can choose that. Segmentation, segment anything to. It will do only segmenting the particular area. Okay. Next, Walama models. What is Walama? How to use the free model. I'm just giving how to use GLM-OCR, giving the demo for this. Sample example. Uh, if you are considering a project like a text extraction system, the concept includes I am giving input as image. The image may be a passport, or you can take any ID card. It may be an Aadhaar card, or it may be any driving license. Okay, national identity card, whatever it is, you can take. I have thousands of data, right? I have thousands of images. My task is I want to extract the text from the images. Also, I need like what is the first name of the person, what is the last name of the person, what is the date of birth of the person, what is the issue date, what is the blood group, something, whatever the details available in the ID card, all the details I want to extract. Okay. For that, I can use the GLM model. GLM-OCR model, because it is a text extraction method. Without using this model also, you can extract the text by using OCR. OCR means optical character recognition. Optical character recognition, for that you can use some parallel OCR you can use. So parallel OCR, it is used to extract the text from the image, and it will be converted into a passage. Then the next step is, from the passage, you have to extract only the fields, field mapping, like already I have explained. So I have first name as this and last name this. I need to extract from that. So that is one option. For mapping, you can use model. Otherwise, you can use the same Walama model, GLM-OCR, that can perform everything. It can extract the entire passage from the document, and then it can convert it into JSON format, JavaScript object notation, right? So the input is, it might be an image or it might be PDF file, right? For that, we can use GLM model, which can be converted into JSON output. So these are the possible documents. So first step, the optical character recognition can be done by the GLM model instead of parallel OCR, right? So next step, here the input will be multi-format. It might be JPEG or PNG or PDF document. Next, first thing, we are extracting the fields. What are the fields available? We are mapping the fields in the format of JSON, right? And some validation also we can do. If any mismatch is there, we can validate it. Then we can auto correct the mistake. Again, we can save this. Like that we can do. I will just show a demo for this. Right? So before processing the input document, if you want, you can do some pre-processing. Because the image is having some blur, right? So you should remove it, and you may need to resize the image, and you, for a safety purpose, you can encode that. After that, whether you can use API, otherwise directly you can use GLM-OCR in the code itself. Then we are converting into a proper structure. It is for image, and the same pattern we are using. The additional step is the PDF. If it is a PDF input, we are converting the PDF into image first. After that, we are doing the same step. How we are using that model? Let's see a small demo for that. See, already I have written the code for that. See, here I am using Visual Studio Code, right? You can install freely. It is a free tool, Visual Studio Code. You can download it from Google. You can install it. Then you can click it. Already I have made a code within the folder. See, E drive, that I have made a folder. And within that I write a code. Here it is a Python code, right? Consider from this, you just consider. Okay. See what I have done. I have given imported all the functions. Then here class name I mentioned, and I already informed that Volama is a model. It is a free source model. It is a local model you can use in your system. If you are having GPU, you can install in the GPU itself. Otherwise, you can pull the model into your local system, right? Because why I'm explaining is we all are talking about AI. AI is the future, but we people, we don't know how to use AI into our work. So that a light demo I'm giving. Okay, I'm not going much depth, but you can understand how we can use the model. See, for that I'll tell you how to get the model first. Just type in Google like volama.com, and I will get into this page. This, if you click this, all the models will be coming. Yes. See, lots of models available. 10 models. So in this Quant 3 coder is the best reasoning model for coding, and different kinds of code generation, everything you can use. And lots of models available. You should find which model is suitable for. Nemotron also suitable for text extraction, GLM models. But what I am choosing now is GLM OCR. Just to click on it. Okay. See, first you should install Volama in your system. After that, just run like this. Volama run GLM-OCR. If you install, then this model will be pulled into your local system. Okay. Now, how to run this? In E drive, I have the folder like GLM-OCR. Just type like CMD. It will show. And here you should create a package first. For creating a package, Python -m, you should create a virtual environment for installing all the packages. Virtual environment, VENV, and you can create like needed packages or need packages, something. Just you should give enter, and it will create a package. Okay. And what are the dependencies you need? You can install it. It will take some time. For that, already I have created a package like see, I have run the code previously. Packages like that, I have created the virtual environment. Okay, so it will take time, and you should install what are the packages you need, and you should activate. After next step is you should activate that need packages /scripts/activate. If you do like that, the package will be activated. Next, you should run the code. Python. What is the file name? Just check it. Without API, single file. Without API, single file .py. So I'm running this code. It will be taking some. See, we need to install all the dependencies, because we should install pip install request, everything we should do. Okay, so that I have run the code and I have displayed all the output. When we are running this code, see, When I'm typing this Python, the file name .py, it is extracting the full document. See, this is my driving license actually. It is extracting all the documents. After that, it is mapping the fields. What is the document type? My driving license. I have stored in this here upload in this folder. I have stored that. I have read this file. Here I have mentioned license. Okay, this file only. So it is extracting all the data, address, date of birth, and issue date. Everything will be displaying. It is a simple project, simple demo I have shown you. It is not 100% accurate. Up to 70 to 80%, this model is perfect. You have to tune the model. Okay, like this, you have to use for your project. I hope you got some idea in this. Okay, now next we will move to AI hierarchy. Machine learning, deep learning, which are the sub parts of AI. They are nested relation. See, let's see what is ML, how we can use in your project. So machine learning, it is a algorithm. It can learn the patterns from the data. It will learn the pattern. The data may be a CSV file, right? It will be a CSV file and it is a small size data. Then we can go with the machine learning. So the steps involved for doing a simple project using machine learning. First thing, if you are having any problem statement, first you should clear on the problem statement. What is the project you are going to do? What is the aim of the project? You should be clear on this. Then next up, you should collect the data. Then you should choose the proper algorithm. The data may be in CSV file. Otherwise, it may be an image processing related projects, means a particular image. If it is any disease related recognition means identification means you can choose the image. You should collect the images at first. Then choose proper algorithm. Not going depth to the machine learning. I'm telling how to do the project. Okay. Next, you should train the model. Next, you should validate. Then you can predict. You can do performance analysis. At the same time, deep learning means it is a subset of ML. Here, multi-layered artificial neural network is there. Multiple layers are there. In neural network, what is neural network first? Neural network, it is behaving like it is having billions of neurons. It is behaving exactly how our brain is doing. For example, if consider a blind man is going to identify the elephant. Okay, when he is touching number of blind man, first blind man is going and touching particular part of elephant. He is identifying some pattern. The next blind man, he is touching, he is identifying something. So he is having different perception in particular pattern, like that. Same like that, neural network is having billions of neurons. Each neuron is a blind man. Okay, but billions of blind man. So each neuron can identify the very small one pattern. It will find one small pattern from the particular image. Okay, like that, billions of neurons will find the one pattern. Finally, it will consolidating and it is displaying as an image. So here deep learning means it's a multi-layered ANN. So input layer and multiple hidden layers will be there. One output layer will be there. See, generally, when we take us, we are seeing different people every day, but we can identify the people. Every person is having two eyes, one nose, one mouth, like that. But how we are identifying this is this person? Yes, he is the manager. This is my student. Like that, how we are identifying, because our brain is tuned because of neurons. Same like that, it is happening in the neural network. So different algorithms there, feed forward, convolution, recurrent, transformers, everything is there. So if you are started to doing any project, first you should know how to choose algorithm. Whether I can go with machine learning or I can go with deep learning, you should know. So I have mentioned machine learning learns from the structured data, right? But deep learning, if you are having unstructured data, and if it is lots of images there, you can directly go with DL, right? If you have small set of data, just 300 images there, or 300 rows there in your data set, means you can prefer ML. But if you are having 10,000 of images, you can go with DL. And this is definitely, the data set size is small, so training will be very easier here. But in deep learning, it will be definitely a complex task. It will take more time. You need GPU also. You can simply use your CPU in your local system, because you can use but it will take even 1 week or 2 weeks for training the data. Okay, and you can choose the algorithm based on whether it is a classification. For example, if any disease, the disease based project means either it is normal or person is normal or abnormal. That is called classification, right? So related to classification, you have to choose the like random forest algorithm, something you can choose. Regression means in future, what is the price of this house? That is called regression. Clustering means if you are taking banking enrollment, this person, this group of people paid everything properly. These people are not paying properly. So you can grouping, you can clustering into two groups. For that, you can use clustering algorithms, right? So if you are using any NLP related, speech or video related projects, means you can directly go with this. These are the tools you should know. Just read this. Simple project, spam detector, house price predictor using ML, and you can do face recognition. Already it is there, face recognition, and planned disease detection, such kind of projects you can do using DL. Okay, already this one I have explained. So selection of algorithm depends on different factors. What is the type of data? How much data? So type of data, it is a structured data ML. If it is the unstructured data DL, 100 to 10,000 inputs means it is ML. We can choose, and the 10,000 plus samples you can choose DL. And hardware CPU is enough for ML, but here definitely we should go with GPU. And time taken will be hours to days for ML. For deep learning, it will take days to weeks, right? Then the next thing is agent. We all are hearing about AI agent, right? What is AI agent? AI agent is an AI system that can perceive its environment, make decisions, and take actions autonomously to achieve a goal, like a smart virtual employee. Did you understand? Shall I say a simple example? If you are organizing a function, consider a marriage function, we are organizing a function at our home. What we will do previously, a single person will go and invite the people. We will plan for cooking, we will plan for decoration, right? We will plan for transport and accommodation, everything we will plan. Nowadays, the trend changed. We are easily contacting the event management person, right? The event management head, he is the master, he's the master agent. That person, he is having different persons for different tasks. He assign cooking task to cooking agent. Okay. Second, decoration part. So decoration agent. Third part, photographic work, capture agent. Then next agent, transport agent, accommodation agent. Like that, splitting the task. So each agent can do individual task. So independent task can be done, and we can combine that. That is controlled by the master agent. Right? The same task is happening in the AI agent. For example, you can take some online order. We are using Zepto or some Amazon, some other online platform you can take. You want to order some items, okay? I want some vegetables, some fruits, and some dresses, everything I want to, some toy items, everything I want to shop. So I will manually go through into the website like Zepto, I will search it, and I will pick everything, I will see the budget, and I will see the arrival time. Okay, everything I have to search, I have to sit sometime and I have to do it. Then I have to make an order. For that, you can make an agent. How you can make? First thing, I don't want to type. I want to do just I will speak. I want these are the items. I will speak in my mobile. Just I will record it. I will just send to this agent. That first agent, what it will do? It will convert the speech into text. What is the model used for speech to text conversion? Whisper model, already I have mentioned. So this model will convert the speech into text. Now the next model, what it will do? It will identify, for example, you can use, now we have text, we can use GLM-OCR model or any other kind of lots of millions of models available. So that model will find the text, it will find the important keywords, and it will search on that. And next agent, searching agent, it will do searching all the items, collecting it, then it will find the amount, it will calculate, it will give display the overall cost. What is your task? Just you have to click, it will ask GPay. Like that, it will show you have to pay the amount. Order will be success, you will get the items. So this is the simple project. And another way you can make, like if you want to know the status of war. At present stage, the war is going, right? What is the status of that? If you want to know, you can make one agent, or you want to know today news, right? For that, this agent will collect all the information from the resource, and it will collect it, and it will dump the information into your mail. You can just click the mail, and it will, you can mention like, I need just 10 lines. Means it will give crisp information. That is also done by the AI agent. Understand what is the task of that? So it can plan multi-step tasks. It can execute actions independently, right? You can use tools like browser, email, and code, whatever it is. So technically, when we are speaking, the agent can search the web, it can send mails, it can book the meetings, because we have different slot. This time I have the particular task, and I have some official work, and it can, based on our free time, it can book the meetings. Then it can write the code. The particular agent can analyze data, and it can do purchase also. What are the simple AI projects can be done by the students? So lots of project ideas you may be having. Just I'm giving the simple idea, right? Simple project idea. So even you may be using some image processing or signal processing later projects. You should think how to use the AI into your project. I'm not telling you all to switch over to AI. Just you can integrate. Okay. Just you have to think related to your project. I'm giving the tips for that. Say first project I'm taking planned disease detector. You can make an app for that. You can collect input. First step is image collection, right? Input collection. So you can collect the leaf photos, and you can find the proper model for that. Better, you can go with the CNN model. You can train the data. Then you can create an app, right? If it is coming in real time, what the users will do, the farmers or the users, they will just take a snap of the plant, and they will check whether the disease is there, what is the kind of disease. Okay, that is next step. First step, whether the plant is normal or abnormal, that is one category. Second category, it is affected with, next step I'm saying, you can go with, this is affected with this disease, you can go with this solution, something like that. You can do your project. Okay, next slide. College frequently asked question chatbot. You can make a simple chatbot. Common question, students, what the students will ask, if you are taking your college, what are the departments available? Okay, what is the fee structure? General, what will be the, um, how many years will be there for a particular course? Is any master degrees available? Some selective questions will be there, right? For that, you can, if they are asking questions, sending message, it will automatically respond. Some simple project you can do. This is a beginner level project. Next is code review assistant. For that, already GitHub Copilot is there. You can also do a small project for reviewing the code. You can use some API, Claude API, and you can use some API key also. If you are taking some anthropic models, first thing is you have to log in into the portal. After that, you have to get an API. You can use the model freely. Okay, some limit will be there. Already I have mentioned what is token. So some token limit will be there. You can use till you reach this token. Okay. For that, you can by using that, you can give some suggestions for your code. Next project, facial emotion recognition. For that, you can find whether the person is in normal mode, happy mode, or sad mode, or angry mode. You can find that is also a small project. Next, this is symptom checker. So it is related to healthcare. So yearly diagnosis you can do. Okay, before the disease is being hectic, yearly we can analyze the disease, we can find the disease based on the symptoms. So you should have the data set. You are using one model and you are training that. Then you are interfacing web interface for symptoms. You are making as an app. So I will say like these are the symptoms: having cough, I'm having fever. This is what is the possibility for this, like that. I can find using the app itself, right? Next is stock trend predictor. You can download the stock data and you can train the model like long short-term memory. It can store all the conversations. What is having a long-term memory, also short-term memory, everything will be there. It can predict the next trade trend. So these are the simple project ideas. Other than that, also if you have any idea, you can try to use the models and try to fine-tune the model. and try to improve the accuracy of your project. Okay, how to build your own AI project? Simple tip. Either already I have mentioned, you can use Visual Studio Code. Otherwise, you can start with Google Colab. You can collect some data set from Google itself, right? And you can use some pre-trained model. It can give immediately if you are pulling the model, if you are using local system, at least 80% it will give, right? 90% maximum it can give. After that, you should, based on your requirement, you have to retrain the model. Then you can make it as an app, then document everything. So you can break the big project into small. First, you can't do everything within one day. First day, you can do data collection. Second week, you can do training the model. Third week, you can build an app. Fourth week, you can test and deploy, right? So we can't do everything at once. We have to plan and do step by step. What are the AA projects that can give more support to the society? First thing is smart farming assistant. This one already I have told you. Like plant disease detector, that is one part, and the second part is smart farming. Actually, olden days, the ancestors they know for particular land this crop can come very well. They know, but nowadays we can't know, right? We can't find which plant is suitable for the particular soil. At that time, what you can do, you can use the AI. It can analyze the soil. It can analyze the weather condition and what are the plants can come in that. It can identify and it can inform the farmer and when you have to pour some water, when you have to harvest this, everything it can inform so that we can increase the yield by 30%. This is one kind of thing, a project. Second is health diagnosis. This is like symptom checker. Already I told that. Next is more traffic management. Nowadays, traffic is a very hectic thing. For that, you can develop AI. It can automatically adjust the signal and it can reduce the traffic and it will help to the ambulance, such kind of vehicles. Next is based classification robot. Is a very, very necessary project. So it can use camera and here we can use any kind of models. It can classify whether this waste belongs to dry or wet or plastic. It can identify and it can increase it can help to the municipal people. It can automate the sorting with more than 95 accuracy. Next is education technology AI. So this AI will be the AI tutor because even the teacher is handling class, they will handle in one way because they can know, but they can't handle in different ways. We can explain the topic in high level, medium level, low level, right? We can't do everything at a time. But this AI tutor, what it can do, it can identify the student level based on the level and it can convert the language in their own language and it can feed the concept to the student. That is a task of this project. Next is women safety alert system. So if any woman is in any danger situation, at that time it can give auto alert to the police and the family. That is done by this AI. So these are the society related AI projects you can also develop. And future AI projects will be like the AI can cure disease because it can identify the disease earlier and it can say this kind of medicines you can take, this kind of surgery you must do. Some all the informations can given by the AI and some robots also will come in future to do surgery also. Second is climate change. So if any natural disaster is going to come within 2 weeks, means this AI can find it earlier and it can inform to the society. Next is brain computer link. Whatever we are thinking, we are actually typing, right? But future we don't want to type. If you are thinking something, automatically it will be displaying in the screen. Next is full self-driving. It is already implemented. The AI can drive your kids. Everyone will be dropped by the AI in future. Then home assistant. We don't want to do any house related works, cleaning, everything, cooking, everything will be done by the AI. But still, if any AI is making a mistake, definitely it will be a hectic thing. Still, we don't have solution. We don't have answer for that. And now we are saying that AI is going to come in future. We are saying like that only. But already we all, without knowing that, we all have started to using AI in our everyday life. How? Already I have mentioned when you are watching YouTube videos or Instagram videos, it is using the recommendation engine And here the ML algorithm is there. It is observing your entire behavior. Even your parents may not know your original character, but the AI knows very well which one you like, which one you don't like. Everything it is analyzing and it is predicting. If I show this, you will enjoy. Otherwise, you will skip. It knows very well, and based on your interest, it is displaying. Right. Next is Google Maps. It is route optimization and prediction. So in nowadays the traffic is too much. So Google Map is finding the shortest distance, and we are using that, and it is finding this way. Here 20 minutes traffic will be there. Traffic will be there, so you can choose this way. Otherwise 20 minutes will be delayed. Otherwise 20 minutes you can go earlier. Like that, it is rerouting, right? Next is Gmail. Here in Gmail, you want to filter out the things like, and auto response also can be done by the agents. And spam filtering, what are the things should come under this spam folder, and filtering normal under the main mail, everything will be done, right? Automatically we can do so without knowing we are using in our life. Then in Amazon, Flipkart also, product recommendations is suggested when you are shopping some item, and you will think that in later we can buy it, but correctly it is showing after 1 week. It is displaying when you are scrolling, when you are thinking something to buy, but it is showing that time what is happening. It will we will think to buy. So Amazon is saying that 35% of revenue is increased because of these AI recommendations. Then music recommendation. Most of the people are using the Spotify app. That time it is also saying like what is your favorite music day. So the AI is analyzing your listening pattern. Um, what are the interests you are having? Everything it is analyzing, the features, everything it is analyzing. Based on that, it is showing the songs. Similarly, smartphone camera. Here, computational photography is there, face recognition, face detection. You are unlocking the mobile at that time. Exactly, it is doing the task. Correct. So, without knowing, we started to use the models in everyday life. More than 50 plus models we are using. Okay. So, what I am saying, you don't want to entirely switch over to AI. Already you are having some ideas. Some students may be doing some projects. You may not know what is the next way we should choose. You may not know, and some people completed your projects, but you can extend the project, and you can improve the accuracy of the project. So in this demo, you understood that. I hope you understand that how to pull the model and how to use the model for the particular task. Same like that, you just go through the models. What are the AI models available? Because you are having nowadays, you are having Claude. This is very intelligent AI. What are the tasks you are asking? For example, if you are previously when you want to do some project, you want to research about lots of papers in PDF format, right? So you have to read from top to bottom. You should read everything. Nowadays, if you are giving a PDF to one AI, it is reading it. What it is exactly, it is saying what is the objective of the paper, what is the proposed method they have done, what is the flow chart, and what is the improvement they have done, and what is the conclusion, what is the future extension, everything it is saying. So nowadays the task is very easier because of AI. So the only one thing is you have to research about that. You can use the models. You should not entirely copy and paste the code. You can easily learn the Python code, and using Claude or ChatGPT, you can use this and learn the concept. First create the workflow, then start to go with the implementation part. Okay, so you can try it now itself and learn Python. That is the first thing. And take only one project, simple project you can take, and you can start the project, then you can finish it, then upload the project in GitHub, and it will show in your AA portfolio. You have started to do some AA projects, it will showcase. Okay, so actually the AI is the best time to learn is 5 years ago, but the second best time is now. So you can start to learn. So most of the people, what we will thinking is artificial intelligence. It is replacing lots of jobs. It is destroying the jobs like that. We all are thinking. But artificial intelligence is not here to replace humans, but to empower us to achieve more than we ever imagined. So it is supporting to the people. It is not replacing. It is supporting the people. It is making us smarter and to do the task faster. So learn AI today, grow into the innovator of tomorrow. Thank you all. If any questions, you can ask now. Otherwise, you can drop it in the comments. I will respond.
Sreeja, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Still, ma'am. Completed, ma'am.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Completed, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I completed.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Can I end the live session?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. You can leave the meeting.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.